What's happening, Trendix fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the hottest sports news. First up, we're diving into the intense matchup between the Oregon Ducks and the Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern coach David Braun is speaking out after that tough loss, and he's got some strong insights into what went wrong and what the Ducks did right. We'll break down his post-game comments and what it means for both teams moving forward in the Big Ten. Then, hold on to your hats because we're heading to the softball diamond, where the Wildcats pulled off an absolutely stunning victory against their arch-rivals, the Grand Junction Tigers. This game went down to the wire, ending on a nail-biting walk-off bunt. You won't believe how this one was decided. We've got all the incredible details on this dramatic win. And speaking of the Oregon Ducks, we're going back to that game against Northwestern for a deeper look. The number 4 Ducks hammered the Wildcats in their Big Ten opener, showcasing their dominance on the road. We'll dissect the key plays, the standout performances, and how Dan Lanning's squad is looking as they continue their impressive season. Was it as one-sided as the score suggests? Finally, we're checking in on the Kentucky Wildcats after their win against Eastern Michigan. While they secured a solid victory, there were a few minor injuries that popped up. Coach Mark Stoops is giving us the latest on Terhian Nichols and Dante Dowdell. Stick around for all these stories and more. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you never miss an update. Northwestern coach David Braun breaks silence after Oregon Ducks' dominance. In a gritty post-game press conference, Northwestern Wildcats coach David Braun didn't shy away from the reality of his team's 34-14 loss to the number 4 Oregon Ducks. He acknowledged the Ducks' superior performance, stating, "We got our butts kicked by a really good football team today." Braun emphasized the critical importance of winning the turnover battle, a factor that clearly went against Northwestern in this Big Ten conference opener. Despite the defeat, he highlighted his team's steady run game, which managed 178 rushing yards against a formidable Oregon defense, and helped control time of possession, showing glimmers of resilience even in a tough loss. Fans and analysts are dissecting the Wildcats' inability to force turnovers against the Ducks' strong offense, while also noting the impressive rushing numbers that suggest potential for future success. Coach Braun's candid assessment has sparked conversations about Northwestern's path forward in the competitive Big Ten. But did the Oregon Ducks truly dominate from start to finish? We've got the full breakdown of their Big Ten debut. Plus, get ready for a softball stunner that had fans on their feet. Wildcats pull off miraculous walk-off bunt victory over arch-rivals. In a game that had fans on the edge of their seats, the Fruita Monument Wildcats clinched a dramatic 1-0 victory over their fierce rivals, the Grand Junction Tigers, thanks to a perfectly executed walk-off bunt. For 6.5 innings, both teams showcased incredible pitching, keeping the scoreboard locked at zeros. It all came down to the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs and the winning run on base. Senior Addison Hopper singled to put herself on base, setting the stage for sophomore Abigail Graham to pinch hit. With immense pressure, Graham laid down a bunt, and a subsequent overthrow by the catcher allowed Hopper to race home, securing the improbable win for the Wildcats and sending the home crowd into a frenzy. The softball community is buzzing about this incredible display of clutch hitting and defensive pressure, celebrating the Wildcats' resilience and tactical brilliance in securing such a pivotal win against their biggest rivals. This softball thriller was unforgettable, but wait until you see how the Oregon Ducks kicked off their Big Ten season. We're breaking down their dominant performance next. Oregon Ducks launch Big Ten era with dominant road win over Northwestern Wildcats. The number 4 Oregon Ducks made a resounding statement in their Big Ten debut, decisively defeating the Northwestern Wildcats 34-14. Quarterback Dante Moore orchestrated the offense with 178 passing yards and a touchdown, while the running game, featuring scores from Dier Hill Jr. On a 66-yard burst, Jaden Limmer and Jordan Davison proved relentless. The Ducks' defense was equally impressive, forcing key turnovers like Bryce Bocher's interception that led to the first score and stifling Northwestern's offense, holding them scoreless in the first half. Coach Dan Lanning praised his team's clean execution, noting their ability to operate without penalties and capitalize on opportunities, setting a strong tone for their conference campaign. This victory extends Oregon's impressive streak against conference opponents and has solidified their status as a top contender, with fans eager to see how they continue to perform week after week in the highly competitive Big Ten. While the Ducks soared, the Kentucky Wildcats face their own challenges. We're covering their win and the injury updates you need to know. Kentucky Wildcats secure victory despite minor injury concerns. The Kentucky Wildcats achieved their primary goal of a decisive win, defeating Eastern Michigan 48-23. However, the victory wasn't without its setbacks, as a couple of Wildcats sustained minor injuries. Cornerback Terhian Nichols, making his second start, forced a turnover on the game's first play, but exited with a minor soft tissue issue. Running back Dante Dowdell also experienced a similar problem after a hard hit, leading to him being sidelined for the remainder of the game as a precaution. Coach Mark Stoops confirmed that while these are not serious, the team will utilize their upcoming bye week to ensure all players are healthy for their next challenge. Fans are relieved that the injuries appear minor and are looking forward to a fully healthy Kentucky team when they face South Carolina, especially after the bye week provides crucial recovery time. That's all the top sports news for now. But before you go, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. The Oregon Ducks kicked off Big Ten play with a dominant win, while the Wildcats secured a nail-biting softball victory on a walk-off bunt. We also saw the Kentucky Wildcats get the win, though with some minor injury concerns to monitor. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Trendix for all your sports news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.